Hello and welcome to sunny Jersey. My name's Nick Wood from South Pier Marine, and today we're listing this Dromeas 28 WA walkaround. Fantastically versatile little boat. It's got a T-top on there for keeping a bit of sunshade, and it's got a full wraparound cover that goes underneath the T-top, drops down to the floor, so you've got a bit of pilot protection when you're going along. She's powered by the Suzuki 300, which has just been serviced this week, so January 2025. So she's ready to go. She's just had a fresh coat of anti-fouling, hull's been polished, so she's good to go to enjoy the summer. The Suzuki 300 is the duo prop version, so lots of bite to get you up and going on the plane. We'll jump on board and we'll have a look. As we're coming around the stern on the Dromeas 28, you'll see on the port side you've got one boarding ladder, but you've also got a second one on the starboard side. They're very practical. Also on the transom you've got this hoop here, which is perfect for water skiing or wakeboarding. You can tow from the top. There's a little connector point at the top there. All the cleats full to hand nicely. They're down low there, and there's further cleats up on the side decks. So jumping on board, you've got a lovely seating area at the rear. These backrests go backwards and forwards, so you can use the seating in different configurations. Then you've got a sociable table, and again this seat rest also folds. You can also have the seating in this configuration, where you've got forward facing seating now for 4 people very comfortably, and then of course you've got your 2 helm seats as well. So you've got forward seating for 6 easily. Lots of spacious deck room to walk around. You've got little lockers in the side. You've got hard fenders in there, you can put ropes and that sort of thing. There's decent locker storage underneath the deck, and it's got this EVA soft decking all the way along the floors, so it's nice underfoot in summer. All the side lockers are great for extra storage. Looking aft there, you've got the flagpole, nicely positioned port aft there. You'll notice there's some little black sockets, so there's some poles that go in those, and then there's a sunshade that comes out the back to protect you, to give you some sunshade in the summer on the aft seating. Turning to the galley area, so you've got a little sink which has got hot and cold water. Obviously the hot water works from the shore power, so you can heat it up before you go out. And nice little chopping area there. You've got general storage all underneath. Coming around to the helm area, you've got the fridge underneath the seats. The seats have got bolsters and armrests, all very nicely laid out. The helm itself, you've got a lovely Garmin Touch 1223 with depth sounder. And you've got your trim tab controls, stereo, VHF. Moving across, you've got your Suzuki engine controls, bow thrusters up the top here, got a small compass. You've got your engine start stop here, so we'll fire her up. That's all come to life. 144 hours at the moment, as of January 2025. That Suzuki 300 sounds absolutely sweet as a nut. Further down you've got the electronic Suzuki control, the trim gauge, and then you've got your engine and service and bow thruster master switches down here, nice and easy to hand. And then you've got further down, you've got your engine start stop key and deadman. This one's got electro hydraulic steering, so it's really easy to move, fingertip light, so it's electrically assisted hydraulic steering. Turn the engine off. Carrying on round the foredeck, you've got your waste exit there, point for sucking out. You've got a small sort of seating area up the front here. There's a table that can slot in that socket at the bow. Again, as per the stern, there's two little black fittings here that you can end up putting some poles in, and then that connects onto these little fittings on the side of the roof here, so you can end up with a sunshade out over the bow. Inside the lockers, got a little anchor windlass in there, electric anchor windlass, makes anchoring in shallows nice and easy. There's a whole pile of chain down there as well. This side, you've just got a little bit of storage. You notice there's a pair of speakers up at the bow as well, so you can get some music when you're going along or when you're at rest. Looking on top of the T-top, we've got roof racks, so you can put a paddleboard down each side of that, or a dinghy strapped to it, deflated or inflated. And you've got the radar, the Garmin radar up there, the VHF antenna, and you've got a searchlight and nav lights all up on that frame. Coming back down, you can go into the cabin through this sliding door. Perfect little overnighter, lovely lit with LEDs. You've got all your fuse boxes down in here, and then you've got a heads compartment in here, all LED lit, hot and cold water, electric loo. Again, it's got the holding tank, and then you've got the gauges down there for water and holding tank. Very nicely finished off. We've got a little opening porthole there as well. So you'll see there's some sockets around and about. So she's got 240 volt shore power, which you can see the cable up there. So she's got a battery charger, shore power, ring main, and water heater. And that about finishes this boat off. It's a perfect little day package for a quick bit of overnighting as well if you need to. Nice and quick, she'll cruise happily at 25-30 knots on really calm days, and if you get a spot where you want to open her up, she'll do just under 40 knots. Very comfy. Sea boat, there's a very deep V hull on this boat, which means that you'll have a very comfy ride. If you'd like more information on her, please visit www.southpiermarine.co.uk, where the full spec is online. Or if you want to get in contact with us, email us sales@southpiermarine.com or call 01534 711 010. Thank you very much.